Hello, I'm back again, and I am attempting my 12-week challenge for the second time. Like, who creates a challenge and doesn't even complete it themselves? But this is me here now, taking accountability for past mistakes. The thing is about going on a journey is that when you don't complete it, you feel a little bit unfulfilled sometimes. And I've been feeling that. But before I embark on this journey again, I think that it's super important for me, at least, to sit with myself and assess why it wasn't successful the first time. And I think I definitely made some mistakes, and I think there are some things that I can learn from them. But it requires me to actually take a moment, sit with myself, understand why certain things were done and how we can improve them so that we get to the end point this time. This is weird. There's something so raw and real about documenting it, and for me at least, it brings accountability into the equation. So before I even lace up and get outside, I think that it's important to confront those mistakes so that we can learn from them. What did I do last time that I can at least try to learn to navigate and shift this second time around? Well, let's think. I struggled a bit with time management. I was working at the time, so I literally was cramming my skate sessions in before, literally 15 minutes before work, 30 minutes before work, and there wasn't a whole lot of time to actually just be in the moment and be in the practice. It was like rushing, trying to get it done. We're not doing that anymore, and also we have more free time, so this means that I can really focus on my goals and my dream of becoming a better skater. I also think I really struggled with consistency, and that is my word of the year, if you didn't know. Just being consistent in all things that bring me joy and happiness. And that's not just skating, of course. It's working out, eating healthy, showing up for myself, essentially, and doing the things that actually fill me up versus the things that drain me. So consistency is big in anything that you want to achieve, even if it's not skating. So that's gonna be key in getting me from point A to point B. Nothing can happen if you aren't showing up. Nothing can happen if you aren't consistent with your practice. Another thing that I think really held me back was, not held me back, but made me a bit anxious about the journey, was planning everything from week 1 to week 12. That is only going to bring more anxious feelings into your space. I'm telling you from experience. So when I began my entire guide and I was filling out my guide and I was going through all of the moves that I wanted to do and dream moves and everything, I got a little overconfident, and it made me quit before I even got to the move, because I'm looking down my entire list and I'm seeing where I am versus where I want to be, and I'm seeing things like toe stop spin, corkscrew, like 360, and I'm getting overwhelmed before I even get there yet. So I also think it's important to start with where you are, and you will get to where you want to be, but you can only do that if you are truthful and honest with yourself about where you are now. That's a hard pill to swallow, but you gotta swallow it, because we want to get better. It's not even about, progressing. It's about pushing myself so that I can make progress. And I feel like my progress gets stumped when I'm not clear on what the mission is and what the goal is. And that could just be, you know, wishful thinking that I can accomplish all of these in 12 weeks. But if I don't try, I'm not going to accomplish anything. So I'd much rather have a clear goal and a guide so that I can understand where I'm trying to get. So even if I only make it halfway, that's still progress. That's still amazing. So yeah, essentially this time around, I'm literally going to only plan for the first 3 weeks. So I'm going to start with where I am. I'm going to plan out weeks 1, 2, and 3. Those are my first 3 moves that I literally just focus on that. Like nothing else is in my mind. I am only focused on these 3 things. And it can be whatever you want it to be. I know I really want to improve my spins. I've been trying to improve my spins for all of time. So that's where I'm going to start. And whatever comes after that is just going to be a result of where I am the next 3 weeks or so on and so forth. Things change, like your mind changes, situations change. Everything that you may think you want to do now, you may not want to do later. So just give yourself grace in that aspect. So I'm telling myself that, like, be gentle with yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. If you change your mind, like, we grow, we change. Things are not always what they seem. Things are not always what you think they'll be. So just find comfort in that and knowing that, you know, if you do end up getting to a certain week and you have a certain thing written down, you can always change your mind. It's okay. And there's even moments where, like, you may find yourself like in this creative space now that you're actually out there doing it, getting those wheels on the ground, and you're unfolding your journey and you get inspired to learn something else along the way. That's even better because now you are putting an emotion to what it is that you want to learn because you have been moving and feeling it, and you're like, okay, like now I kind of feel like I might be ready for a corkscrew. Just go with it, flow with it. It's not supposed to be like hard badgered down, like get your ass out there and start practicing and start skating your ass off until your wheels fall off. But it's about gracefully flowing through it and allowing this journey to unfold the way it should be. A big thing about all of the experiences that we go through is like having intention and being clear in your head. Mindfulness is super important. Anything that you want to pursue in your life, you need to have the intention behind it, and you need to be mindful of the actions that it takes to get to said goal. So that's where I've been in my mind, and trying to navigate that and understand it and kind of share it. And sharing it helps me remain accountable and consistent. So that's why I'm here. If nobody sees it, it's fine. This is a personal journey. I'm just documenting it because it helps me kind of put everything in a nice clean little box and neat tied bow, and I can understand exactly what I'm doing. Virgo things, but okay. Okay, and I think the last mistake that I made previous time was not having a clear process on how I plan to achieve said thing each week. I know, like, throwing yourself out there and kind of just winging it and doing the work is important, but I think studying and even just like looking at tutorials and looking at other processes that other skaters do is going to be pivotal in your actual growth and achieving the goal that you're trying to get to. This time I want to have one day where I'd simply just look up 1 or 2 tutorials, have a study day, get clear on what is going down, write down a couple of notes, and then I can lace up and start the work. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to gather my information, put it in my noggin, and then try to apply it. I know it can be hard to know like where to look, but like literally just go on YouTube, type it in. How do I do a heel toe spin on roller skates for a beginner, or whatever it is that you need? And some tutorials will pop up. Shoot, even one of mine might. But I think I'm stepping a little bit away from the teaching aspect right now, and I'm stepping into the learning aspect right now so that I can then begin to teach again. Because at this point in time, personally, I feel as if I still have a lot to learn. And I jumped into this whole, YouTube thing from a place of just excitement and like pure love for this sport. to where I kind of position myself as an authority, or like whatever you want to call it, like someone that, you know, people look up to and like want to learn from. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I am not an expert. I'm actually far from it. And that's why I always say in any of my past videos that like I'm a beginner teaching a beginner, because I still feel like a beginner. It's been 5 years. I do not feel like an expert. So anything that I share here is from personal experience and from my personal journey to exploring life on wheels. And it's a vehicle that I use to move through life, and I want to continue to use to move through life because of how it makes me feel on the inside and how it expresses itself outwardly. It makes me feel confident, it makes me feel joy, it makes me feel happiness. So this is true and passionate to me. Your journey can be different. It can be for something different. Some people just want to move their bodies. Some people just want to feel healthier. Some people want more endurance. So your journey is your own, and you can express it however you want to. This is just the way that I like to express mine, and I hope that it can at least provide some sort of value for someone out there. But at this point, I really want to pursue this and show myself that I can do hard things and I can be consistent. This year, I just want to be consistent. So this is me trying my damn hardest to do so. So I thank you if you are here watching this journey and coming along for the ride. I hope that you too are on a journey of your own to soul fulfillment and happiness in your life, because we all deserve that. So whatever it is that lights you up and makes you happy, you should 110% pursue that. Okay, enough self-talk. Let's get our lives together. Let's get out there and do the thing. Just do the thing. All right. So yeah, I know I've been like yapping. Ooh, this lighting is harsh, so just bear with me. But I know I've just been yapping a lot, but like this is really what it takes for me. Your process can look different. No one says it needs to look like my process. Having it laid out like this, like, and knowing what the plan is gonna help me stick to the plan. I think last time I kind of just winged it. I had a lot going on. I had work, I had life, I just was not emotionally there like I thought I was. And sometimes, you know, you have to just be real with yourself and sit down and be like, yeah, girl, like you had too much going on to actually achieve any of that. Right now, I'm in a state of standstill, as you can tell from my last video. A lot has happened, a lot has changed. And this year, I really, again, just want to show up for myself and be consistent. I want to show myself that I can do it. I want to actually be the person that I see myself as. I can see it so close, and I know that it's achievable, but only if I actually show up and do the work, get the reps in, and then everything will fall into place. So I appreciate you coming on this journey. I appreciate you planning with me. Yeah, thanks for being here. I think I am actually gonna just get out and skate and not be too hard on myself about this just yet. I guess I'll just bring you along for the ride and we'll see where it brings us. Thanks for continuing to be understanding and allow me to flow through this life and roll through this life and all of its waves and forms in a public way without feeling, you know, judged or not understood. I feel like this community is so welcoming and open to, you know, who you are as a person. So never be afraid to even share your own journey. I'm just doing what I really want to do and pursue, and I want to skate until I'm freaking 80. So I gotta do the work, and I want to be healthy. I need some water. Whew. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So let's go skate. I'll see you guys in the next video. And please remember, do not rush the journey, trust the journey, and I will see you all next time. Make sure you download the free guide down below and join me on this journey if you really want to get to your dream skate goals, okay? I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for being here once again. As always, stay groovy. Peace.